seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, it's going to be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive.
Jones hit, and the ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
No coaching team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
Preseason.
yeah, right now, you know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, man, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that would be considered a foul.
Fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Kaepernick going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Here's Kaepernick. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to put this one away. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes. Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team? It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Almost out-kicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better than the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. To throw, Kaepernick. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll begin on the ground with Evans. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The tackle made at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run here with Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level,
by Kyle Rittenhouse during a Jacob Blake protest in Kenosha. 2 of those men, Joseph Rosenbaum and Anthony Huber, died, and Rittenhouse was tried and found not guilty of homicide. Rittenhouse's attorneys argued that this was a case of self-defense. Anthony Huber's girlfriend is now talking about that tragic night.
And he's got
Incredibly hurtful.
And into Viking territory.
Hearing some of the things that people say about us, about Anthony, especially about his past, meaning that he deserves to die the way that he did. Hannah Giddings says that she was with Anthony Huber all night during what she describes as a non-violent protest. She says Huber was one of the only 3 people who were brave enough to try and stop Rittenhouse, who was armed with a rifle. She objects to the way Huber was characterized during the Rittenhouse trial. A certain judge and prosecutors saying that Anthony was a violent criminal, burning the city down, and being destructive is just blatantly false. Anthony loved the city. He really loved the city. And we were not participating in any kind of destruction or rioting or looting. Giddings says that she has some sympathy for Kyle Rittenhouse, but she also calls him part of a militia that created an environment where people...
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Evans. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 3rd down gain of 3 yards. He now ran off.
Not a football team yet that runs the ball successfully. That doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Now we'll run with Evans. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now they'll get this to Mims on the jet sweep. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan that...
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you get defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the run.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 14-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4, Brady. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd and goal, Brady. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
By the Vikings.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Kaepernick. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. up at halftime. I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. They'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Caleb Chason in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensive with nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Here's Jones. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He personally is playing poorly, but the bottom line is his team's winning. He probably feels, oh, hey, if I can right the ship, we can really extend this lead.
Just trying to get back to being the player he knows he can be and continuing to be the leader that he has to be. Doesn't matter whether he's playing real well or not. When you're winning the game, everything's good. Really, you got to treat it like it's sunshine. Hey, everything's great. That's what he has to continue to do, and I'm with you. He wants to play better to make sure he's a part of it.
He wants to flip those interceptions and touchdown numbers. 2 INTs, no touchdowns. Caught left side, Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd down, it's Evans, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So we reach halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. We've got 2 more after this one, and then we get it all started, as we normally do, on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, the defenses look to be ready for the regular season. Maybe not the offenses just yet, but still a half to go as we get you back out to Brandon Gott.
And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. These guys had a punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone,
And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with a football there. First throw now for the backup Bortles. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. On third and long, it's Bortles. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Once again, it's Clement. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Third from the gun, it's Bortles. They'll roll it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the 4th time today. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Both sides searching for adjustments. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Pushes past him. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
Vikings take over first and 10.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run again with Clement. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes dishes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
First and 10.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a draw play for Gurley. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Sinet to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Vikings head out to take over once again. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On the ground, it's Clement to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to line up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
With him ran off the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Bortles. Now they set up the screen for Clement. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Bortles. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He's stopped at the 25. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Sinet. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing is Sinet. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. second and short now following the fumble. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit, try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window, and sometimes interceptions result.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jacob Hollister is looking for it. It's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Their defense got the stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They run. It's Gurley. And he is mending his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And it will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Going to be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And now out comes Minnesota. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
He'll run it. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Caleb Chason make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Bortles toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Bortles to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage, throw another play out while you've got locked on their heels.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He gets this one complete to Bogan. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st down, Bortles. And this is caught at the 8. And head out of bounds inside the 10, working down at the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Clement. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Bortles. For a heavy rush, and down he goes. See, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
This came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And the next gen stat's going to show just how much time you need to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. stop will come inside the 5. That's a 15-yard pickup.
It might be out of their fucking hands.
This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Watch it fourth down be any different. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by the rookie from Bama, Trayvon Diggs. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the...
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
I gave them your addresses, your phone number.
I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds...
You don't know my phone number, you don't know my address.
But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
I think I was later on too, and yeah, fucking looking up at 8 this morning, but a fucking room.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you.
He said to you is, I know I ain't doing that again. Good morning, everybody, and I am really, really sorry.
But this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, they run with Gurley. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Gurley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Sanders is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
5? All right.
So all guys on this Vikings offense. Down 10-7. At time, a huge factor. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit, get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here, relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Well, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Bortles. That's caught by Hollister. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
To throw, Bortles. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They had no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. 2nd and 3. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, If the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. First throw of overtime for Bortles. On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. William Golston in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Uses the stiff arm. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. Their defense did its job. Got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Oh, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game, a costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
What can Bortles do now with his drive? Going up top. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
That's Bortles. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play. We are still on time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. This to win it in overtime. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And we will play on here in overtime. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I see a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Now Sinnett. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
9 brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Sinnett. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Here's Sinnett to throw. A throw caught by Kumaro. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have the first down.
6-yard line.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders.
That's the end of the
Drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it, that field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with. No pun intended, or maybe pun intended. But it doesn't go through, and it ends in a tie.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.